Number 11. Determine if 9 is a factor of each number. Verify the answer by dividing the number by 9. The divisibility rule for 9 is the same as it is for 3, except that when we add these digits up, 6 plus 1 plus 8, we want it to add up to a multiple of 9. And in this case, it adds up to 15. Now 15 is not a multiple of 9, so the answer really is no. No, 9 is not a factor. Now we can verify that this is true by showing a division, and 9 will not divide in evenly into 618. Let's try. 9 into 618. 9 will not go into 6 evenly, but 61, it goes in, let's see, 63, 6 times. 6. 9 times 6 is 54. And we subtract. So 7 and bring down the 8. 9 into 78 goes 8 times. 8 times 9 is 72. 8 minus 2 is 6. And we're done, which means we have a remainder of 6, and that just verifies that 9 does not go in evenly to 618. That's why 9 is not a factor. So again, the answer is no. All right. Number 12. Find the prime factorization of the following. Write the answer two ways, with and without exponents. To find the prime factorization of a number like 108, it's common for us to think about what numbers divide into 108 evenly, and then we'll search out the prime numbers. Now 108 is not necessarily commonly known what times what gives 108. Some of you might know that it's 9 times 12, but for those who don't, we can at least see that it's an even number. 8 is, so 2 will be one of the factors. And off to the side, we can divide 2 into 108. 2 into 10 goes 5 times. Bring down the 8. 2 into 8 goes 4 times. 54 over here. 2 times 54. Now 54 should be a number we're more familiar with. In this case, it's 6 times 9. And that breaks it down very quickly for us. 6 is 2 times 3, and 9 is 3 times 3. And now we have all of these prime numbers, 2 and 2 and 3 and 3 and 3. So that means that 108 can be written as 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. And that is the prime factorization. We can also write this with exponents. This is 2 squared to the power of, in other words, 2 to the power of 2, and 3 to the power of 3. Number 13. We're asked to evaluate this expression 24 divided by x minus y. And we are going to replace x with 6, so it'll be 6 right there, and y with 2. So we'll put a 2 right here. And what goes in and around those is 24 divided by 6 minus 2. And now the order of operations takes over. 24 divided by 6 is 4. We do that first, minus 2. And then 4 minus 2 is 2. Number 14, we're asked to evaluate. And this is a kind of a combination of addition and subtraction. And what we've learned about subtraction is that it can always be changed to adding the opposite. And that's what we're going to want to do here. The negative 9 is fine, but minus 15 we can make into plus negative 15. Plus 17 is fine. Minus a negative 4. Sometimes we think of this as changing this to adding a positive. It's adding the opposite. And when we write that out, we should become plus 4. Now because everything is in terms of addition, we can add in any order we want, whatever seems to be most helpful. Some might want to add all the negatives together. Negative 9 and negative 15 adds to negative 24. And then we can add the positive. 17 plus 4 is 21. And now negative 24 plus 21 is a negative number. It is negative 3. Okay, here's multiplication. Again, something that we can do in any order. I do want to point out, though, that we have negatives in the second number, the third number, and the fourth number. We have a total of 3 negatives. And when we multiply 3 negatives together, the end result will be negative. Once we decide that, we no longer have to worry about the signs. We can just look at multiplying 5 times 2 times 7 times 3. And the simplest way to multiply these is to actually multiply them 2 at a time. And fortunately, 5 times 2 is 10. That's really nice, 10. And then the 7 times 3 is 21. And remember, I wasn't concerned with the signs anymore because I've already decided that this is negative. But now, this is negative. 10 times 21 is 210. Once we get that 10, it makes the multiplication much simpler. For number 16 and number 17, 16 first, this is just a straightforward division. 49 divided by 7 is 7, but negative divided by negative, that's positive. So it's positive 7. And that plus sign was not required. I did that for emphasis. 17, negative 32 divided by 4. Well, negative divided by positive is negative, and 32 divided by 4 is 8. So this is negative 8. Number 18 and 19. Evaluate each expression using the order of operations. Show all steps. Let's see, 18. This is going to be, we evaluate the square root first. Square root of 16 is 4. And once we take the square root, we no longer see the square root symbol. We no longer see the radical. Minus 9. 4 minus 9, you can subtract directly if you know it, or you can rewrite this as 4 plus negative 9. And the answer is negative 5. Number 19. First, we must work within the absolute value bars here. 3 minus 5, or 3 plus negative 5, is negative 2. And notice I just did that absolute value. I'm not even concerned with the other one just yet. Now that they're both down to single absolute values, absolute value of negative 2 is positive 2, plus absolute value of negative 8 is positive 8, and 2 plus 8 is 10.